along. And says you were faking it all. PJ goes on social media and says you were faking it all along. And everyone started to assume that was about you. Number one, was that social media post about you?
To this day, he says he was just posting lyrics. That's what he says. That's his story, and that's what he's sticking to. When I saw it, delete all that shit, or I'm going to air this bitch the fuck out. I actually have a voice text I would love to play exclusively here, but I just feel like that relationship had me psycho. Can I get my phone? Do you mind if I play it?
No, please do.
Because I'm all the way in my truth. I'm going to be honest with you. I was very toxic. My sister's laughing because she knows when I saw it, again, this may just be song lyrics and I was overreacting, but this was my initial response.
I will air this bitch the fuck out. Delete the fucking tweet. You are a fucking psycho fucking path liar hypocrite. Delete the fucking tweet or I will fucking drag you, bitch.
I don't recognize that woman in the voice text. I don't recognize. Thank you, mother. I'm all the way in my truth, but I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to lose. That woman that you just heard, I don't know who I became. This man drove me insane. It's just that. And he says they were song lyrics. If that's his truth, then they were just song lyrics. When I saw it, badly timed, you were being facetious. I don't even think he understood the responsibility that comes with social media. You can't just post song lyrics. And I've tried to explain that to him. But again, 2023, there's a lot of, you're feeling all these emotions. You don't know how to articulate yourself. You're angry, you want your family together. You know you've messed up. So what do? Like, he's a very quiet guy. So I was stunned when I saw his behavior unfold on public platforms. I was just like, how do you go from, I'm not even in Instagram like that, to running and telling our business? How does that happen? I love that you just get the truth out of me.
That sucks having to live your whole life. What'd you say?
She was a psycho before she met him. Don't be using that little boy, or who was a little boy at the time, as an excuse.
Yeah, that sucks. Your whole relationship life played out on social media. But so today's topic, HO3'S are winning. Are they really? Is the question. Are they really winning? Did you want to share your thoughts now on that, or should we watch another clip first?
We can play another clip.
All right, here's Selena Powell. Okay, here's Selena Powell talking to Tasha K.
Know who's messier, you or me? So let's just make it all messy, okay? We finally got Selena Powell in the motherfucking wine cellar.
I went to a Fetty Wap and Waka Flocka.
And you Waka Flocka while he was with Tammy?
Yes.
And you had a conversation with Tammy?
Yes.
And gave her the receipt?
Yeah, I gave her the receipts and everything. I didn't know celebrities like you and like don't talk to you after.
How long did you and Offset fuck around though?
That was it.
That was it?
Girl, that was it. He hated me.
It was Snoop Dogg in the video, and he was snorting lines off of your chest.
I FaceTimed him. He answered with his full face on the camera.
Sorry, I'm like in the middle of getting ready right now.
Now, he was very married at the time.
I found out he was married when he flew me out for the BET Awards, and on stage he's thanking his wife. I'm like,
how was 50 Cent in that?
I remember Good Dick. That's why I could tell you my good dicks.
Okay, Good Dicks.
Yeah, Young Thug, #1.
You Emin? Bitch, you are the Black Willow. How did you meet Emin though?
Through DMs. Everything is through DMs.
He hit you in the DM?
Girl. DMs are the easiest thing. That's why I exposed
Now,
DMs.
Tiana is so unproblematic, but I've told her she need to stop letting bitches in her bed. Now, you were in a bathroom stall with Lil Meech giving him head.
You know, you have to give your man head wherever you're at.
Now, academics. I seen him like in a tape online, and his belly is really huge. It's hairy. His dick was kind of small. He had to stay close.
Kinda. It's so small, babe. Literally the smallest dick ever. Oh my god. So mad that I just fucked him too.
How long were y'all together? Because y'all was like in a relationship.
Bro, he's gonna deny being with me, but like that man would literally have a heart attack if he ever saw me with anybody else. He would always call me, always text me, like always making sure I'm good. He's told me he loved me. He's in love with me. He's kissed me. We fucked raw. Like we've cuddled. Like I've slept with him. Like overnight. We've cried together.
Fired right now.
Babe, like we've cried together. Like
what did you cry about? What did you cry about? We did see him crying recently.
No, I met him.
Okay.
And we're like locked eyes and we're talking and crying to shelter. And then when one thing did happen to me when I was like 14, it just got like worse. So like I was really sheltered.
What really happened? That was a good one. So yeah, as we were saying, she don't look like she feels like she's winning at all. So why is it you think, why would you say married women, I was watching a clip with Joe Budden and his girlfriend, and the married women, so dumb. They're like, she's telling them how much money he gives her. And they're like, he never gave me, how come he never gave me $60,000?
I think she said the most was like $300K or something like that.
Like, are these HO3'S serious? Like, you got what these women are trying to get to, not really pretending like they're trying to get to that, to the wife status. It's a front. They don't want to be wives.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you want to say about that?
I was just saying, when I call you, I'm like, Selena Powell is a perfect example. Like, here's what I was saying was, unless you are doing it for money, unless you are HO3ing for money, or unless it is with a man that actually cares about pleasuring you, there is zero benefit in a woman sleeping with a man. Zero. Just how men think that there's no benefit in a man getting married. How there are some men.
Sure.
There's some men that believe that there's zero benefit in a man getting married, or there's zero benefit in a man being in a relationship. That's exactly how I feel when it comes to women doing it with men. That's exactly how I feel. There's zero benefit in a woman doing it with a man.
Especially on a casual level.
Yeah, like I said, unless it is you're doing it for money, or unless it is with a man who actually cares about your body.
Yeah.
There's zero benefit. Like I was saying, like there's married women even that say, I still think that you should wait to get married. But it just goes to show, if these married women who are doing it with men who have committed their lives to the women, if they're still on this level of, I'm just wanting to get mine off and then I'm gonna roll over, if they're like that, why should we encourage women to do it with men who don't even give a rat's behind at all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Never have, never will. And I was saying, it's more understandable as I get older. It's more understandable as to why it's more okay for a man to be an HO3 and to sleep around, because at least they're almost guaranteed to be pleasured.
Sure.
At least it's almost a guarantee. Like, if she can be ugly, she can be attractive, her booty's so good, ugly feet, pretty feet, like no teeth, do have teeth, like good woman, bad woman, like he's almost guaranteed, regardless of what she looks like, regardless of how he feels about her, regardless of what she smell like, what she feels like. He's almost guaranteed. A woman, on the other hand, is less than a 25%. Like, meaning she could really like him. She could be married to him. They could be married. They could care and like each other, and it's still almost not even.
Well, let's be clear. I think we talked about that. A lot of women don't know their bodies.
Yeah.
And and I was talking to Dad about that too. I think a lot of women have been, a lot of women, not all, because I do believe there are some women that do enjoy schmecks with a man because they know their body, whether 3 or 4, whether promiscuous woman or married.
Yeah.
I just think that pool is very small. Not non-existent, just very small. And I think a lot of women forget that, even for men just have an understanding that sex is a mental game.
Yeah.
I think women struggle with that fact. So as women, we tend to be in our heads more. I think the reality sometimes for some women that they're sleeping with a man that doesn't really care about them, or they're in a situation they know they're not supposed to be in. I think all of those things interfere with a woman's ability to enjoy sex, even if they're married. Because a lot of times, just from my own personal experience, is like women aren't verbalizing. This is what I like. Can you do this? Maybe they're with a man who doesn't care. I don't know. But there's so many facets and so many layers and levels that I think, you really can't address all in 1 hour. But what I learned as a married woman is learning that learning my own body and getting my brain to relax. That's why men say they like dumb women, because when you're so smart and you're always in your head, you're not going to be, you're not fully there sexually. Even porn stars fake it. They make it look all extra, they overemphasize, it's over dramatical, but it's, again, they're performers. Let's be clear. But I think because we are in a space where many, many men watch a lot of corn.
Yeah.
And those are false representations of what sex is supposed to be like.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But going back to when you said, like, if a man doesn't care, if you're HO3ing 9 times out of 10, I'll even be courteous, 8 times out of 10, they're not going to care, because you're just doing it just to do it. Like, or especially, that's why I never understood this concept of a one-night stand for a woman.
Yeah.
So you get to put your life at risk, and on top of that, really, 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 really decrease your chances climaxing because he's not going to care. Like this, a one night stand is literally both people wanting to selfishly pleasure themselves.
Yeah.
When you're a woman, like based on the statistics alone, it's already very low. So you want to add that on top of a man where both of you guys are supposed to have a mentality of we're both doing this to pleasure ourselves. I don't really care about you. You don't really care about me. Like,
yeah, so frustrating. It's frustrating to think about.
So I'm like, all this girl stuff to me, girl, and women empowerment. And I don't see how it's empowering to encourage women to put their lives at risk. I don't see how that's empowering. I don't see how it's empowering to encourage women to go into strangers' homes, to allow strangers to come over their homes.
Yeah.
And is trafficking not a thing? Like, what is it not a thing anymore or something? Like, what is this sexual liberation and empowerment? There is no empowerment behind telling a woman, "Oh yeah, go sleep with him." I get it. We only talk about pregnancy and STD, but there's so much more behind it. Like, don't get me wrong. Of course, there's men who. Of course, that there are men that also at risk of things, of course, which is why I don't think anyone should be in HO3,
right?
But especially a woman.
Yeah.
Like
she's more, a woman is more at risk, more in danger than a man, even though me and your grandma was talking about that too. Men absolutely get unalived.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, dealing with these women and thinking that, they're player, whatever. And she like, oh, you think you player, and I'm gonna blow your brains out.
Set you up and take you for So yeah, it's definitely there. It's definitely there, but it's just the risks are much. I don't know. I just feel like the risk, and it's just not worth it at all, considering the fact, once again, you're not even guaranteed to feel good.
Yeah.
You're not even guaranteed. You have less than a 25%.
Yeah. Yeah, from myself, when I was back in them streets, back in the day when I was in those streets, what I liked, what I thought was fun was like, it was like a game. And I think a lot of folks are like that in their adulthood. I was a teenager, so not to excuse it, but it was, it was an animalistic game. Like, how many can we get? Even though women are very rarely rejected.
Right.
Very rarely.
Very rarely.
Rarely. But it does happen. You will find that one that's like, nah, I'm good. So it's the satisfaction of the game, satisfaction of being able to say you got it. You got them to do it. And I feel like but that was me. I don't know how other women function in that lifestyle, but that's how I felt. That was my mentality about it. It was like a game. How many players can you get on the bench? How many can you get to? And if they are good, then those are the ones you brag about, which is like 1 out of every 10. So it was like, for me, that's what started to seem like the game wasn't fun anymore. And not to mention the humiliation of the disrespect that comes along with it, because they will, don't let it be you in a situation where you are with a couple of dudes that you slept with where they standing around, okay, or one or two that you mess with and another one kind of peeping you. It will come up because somebody gonna say like, oh, I hit that or whatever, and that's humiliating. I remember a situation. Well, I'm speaking directly from experience, but I remember we're at City Park at a Jazz in the Park. Well, wait, probably a couple years before I got married, but um, I don't know what I was thinking. I was probably 17. Yeah, probably 17, 18 maybe. And a guy that I had messed with caught some STDs too. And we were in a group talking, and somebody had mentioned something about kulala, and I was like, "Oh, something, I don't know, how is it?" And I looked over at him like a dummy, and he like, "Oh, I don't know." I'm like, he like, "Oh, I messed with you or something." He said, I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, like play like he don't remember." It's like, "Bitch, you just look like he just made you look like a fool. You look dumb." That kind of stuff was like a wake, it was like, it was so many little things that was like a wake up call for me. And I'm like, I got tired of living like that. I got tired of being humiliated. Got tired of feeling like an idiot. Like how she said, she like, "Oh yeah, I felt so dumb sleeping with him." Like, so we keep doing it. So keep doing it, even though it feels
Like,
dumb.
just look at him. Yeah.
What? So it's. I recognized for me that it was a deeper underlying issue. It's more than just.
It's clearly
more
not
than
a physical thing, because
no.
it has to be some sort of mental, for sure. It's definitely, like you say, it's a control thing.
Yeah,
It has to be, clearly something is up here for you to keep doing it, knowing you're not getting anything out of it, but feeling like crap.
Yeah. It's the illusion of control. It's an illusion because you're really not in control.
Yeah. Don't even get to get that.
No.
Don't even get to get a little bit of control.
No. You have no control of yourself. You convince yourself that you're doing what you want to do, but if you're honest with yourself, you really can't stop. You want to stop, but you can't. It becomes it's one of those, it's a weird addiction because like you said, it's not even good. So it's like, what are you even addicted to? It's not the sex. What is the addiction? What is like, Lord, what was I even addicted to? And I think it was just, you get addicted to, for me anyway, I can't speak for other women, but for me, only thing I could think of was the addiction of just being with a man, just being in the vicinity of a man. And I guess subconsciously, he really don't want to be with you for you, so you might as well sleep with him because that's what he's expecting anyway.
Some women do it for, to prevent from getting R-worded.
Right. That's I guess so. That gotta be like, might as well give it up willingly so he don't take it. But I want to be in his company, and I know he really doesn't want to be just in my company for the sake of being in my company. He wants something more. So you convince yourself you're doing it for you, but you're really doing it for them because you kind of know that that's what they really want. So it's demonic, straight up. It's demonic. There's no real explanation for it. All I can reach from it is speak from is my own experience and what I remember going through my own mind in those experiences.
Yeah, it's like I don't get it with the whole like where people just, I don't know, like, why don't you think women want to talk to each other about these things? Like, I don't understand the whole. I was talking to somebody and they were like, maybe other women encourage other women so that they don't feel judged. Maybe there are women who encourage other women to sleep around so it can be like oh, well, you do it too. What can you say about me to feel less judged? Because been around folks where not even saying anything and they will speak on their whole tendencies. I'm not saying anything. And I know my face, whatever, but I'm literally just looking at you, listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And they're feeling judged. I didn't say anything. literally didn't say nothing. Like, I'm literally listening to your story. I'm listening.
Yeah.
And they feel, so of course they're gonna encourage one another. You know, of course, say a woman speaks a little bit about one man, or yeah, I'm dating a couple of men. Oh, you can date. Of course, you're gonna find that as the perfect opportune time to encourage her. Explore your options. Do it all. Do them both. Do them. Of course, she's gonna do that. This is the perfect opportune time to put you in a position to where you can't judge me. So I think that's another thing that women, but why they encourage each other, so that they can be like, well, you do X, Y, and Z, so that's why you can't tell me.
And it's for the same for men too.
Yeah.
Or we watched a story about the young man where he was a virgin up until he got to college, and he was ridiculed so bad for being a virgin that he just went and did it. And I think I feel like that's the same mentality. We're all corrupted, so we can't have you in here pure.
Yeah.
So you got to be corrupted too if you want to hang with us.
Yeah. We can't have you making us think that we think that you think you better than us.
Better than us. Mm-hmm. Right.
Even though you didn't say anything, even though you're still friends with us, even though you're still loving, kind, and caring to us, just the fact that you're not living the way that we're living.
Yeah.
You think, or we think you think
Sure.
you're better than us. We can't have
that. That's absolutely demonic mentality. It's demonic.
It's pretty sick.
It is. It's very sick. Because I'm trying to think. I don't believe I pressured people to sleep around. I was just doing me.
Yeah.
And if they wanted to tag along, or if they had plans, I would go with it. But I don't feel like I never made people feel bad for not, because I had homegirls that were virgins that I hung with. Like I had an intelligent group of friends that we had a book club, and we, the Christian girls that I hung with, I didn't pressure them to do anything, and they didn't make me feel bad. But you couldn't make me feel bad. Because I was doing what I wanted to do. I felt like, but I didn't feel judged by them. But I didn't pressure them to do what I was doing. And then I had my 304 friends that we did those things. And that's who, I hung with both kinds of young women. But yeah, I think it's absolutely demonic. That's what we call peer pressure.
Yeah, it's so evil.
It is.
And it's so like cruel and conniving. Like, why do you want to encourage this girl? All for to make yourself feel good. Why do you want to encourage this girl or this boy, this person? You clearly see that they're trying to live a lifestyle that's different. And instead of saying, you know what, I appreciate that. I want to try to be like you, or I want to try to, instead of that, you want to be prideful. And say, I cannot have you be different. I cannot have you live a life that is good or that is abnormal.
Yeah.
So I'm going to encourage you to be like me. Like that is just so cruel and so sick.
It is. And it makes it makes me think about Adam and Eve, because that's pretty much what Eve did. Where she bit the fruit and she handed it to Adam. And he ate it.
We both. I'm not going to just go down alone. You're going down with me.
You're going with me.
We're going together.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it's just, human nature is demonic in nature. We're, human beings, we're a fallen nation, we're a fallen people. And I just think if we're not taught about these things, it gets swept under the rug, it gets forgotten about, and it's unrecognized. I think a lot of people do things without realizing that like the implications. Like people are just doing stuff. I think people are just doing stuff animalistically. Like, well, maybe because it may not be malicious intent on the human's part,
Yeah,
but
spiritual side.
yeah, absolutely. People are puppets. Human beings are puppets, especially when you don't realize or are unaware of the spiritual realm. You're a puppet.
Not
You
even
have
really
you have
like, literally being used to target this person.
yes. Yes. And I knew I didn't have that malicious intent because I remember talking to guys that was like, dang, you don't drink? You a virgin? You don't smoke? You don't do nothing? Bro, I can't talk to you. I'm gonna ruin your life. I just knew. So it was like I wasn't one of them. I made sure I dealt with people that were doing the same things I was doing. The least thing I wanted to do was corrupt someone that wasn't already doing what I was doing. Now you already on that level, then okay, cool. We can roll. But what I could not do was it. So I guess whether I realize it or not, thinking now, I guess I did have some kind of a heart.
Yeah, this is what it sounds like to me. At least a little man. You wasn't full 10 man.
No,
You
no,
wasn't full 10 man.
nah, because if they was too clean, I didn't want to mess with them. I didn't. That was, you know what I mean. It was like I didn't want to be the person that's like, oh, he ain't start doing that till they start messing with her. Like, which I did have some friends that it was like, oh, they no, what it was I gave them the courage to do what they was already wanting to do.
There's that.
Because I didn't, yeah, you know what I mean. It wasn't like I encouraged it. I just hanging with me because they saw I was so bold about it. It just gave them the courage. Because I didn't encourage anybody to do anything.
Yeah. Yep.
Now I will say I have been the product of I have been someone who has, like, what is that word? Live what's the word?
Vicariously?
Living vicariously through other people. I have been one of those. Like after I got married, dealing with some folks. But I'm like, you already a 304. I know you're gonna do it anyway. So it was like, get him, Garrett, get him. Get him for me. I did do that. I'm not even gonna lie. I did partake in that a little bit. I had to pray for forgiveness, and I had to get washed from that demonic stuff because that was demonic. So I did do that. But in my 304 days, I didn't. But after I got married, see, the devil gonna find a way to use you.
He is.
If you're not aware.
Me and everybody. I was seeing one girl, poor girl. I think she's younger than me. Looks completely worn out. Like she's known for, sleeping around and stuff. I think even got a couple videos on X, used to be Twitter.
Oh man.
She looks completely worn out, and she blamed her friend or like her friends or something. She was like, I was a virgin, da, 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 and then I had friends that something, and it's like understandable, but it sounds like you allowed them to give you a reason to live a lifestyle you wanted to live.
Yeah.
That you wanted to try.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Because I done had girls trying to encourage, especially when I moved out here, Lord have mercy. I done had girls trying to encourage me to live a whole lifestyle. It's not for me.
Trey recognize her cray.
It's not for me. It's not. It's not for me. And it's like, because I'm like, I was able to identify like, oh, you trying to get me turned out. You trying to have me worn out, tired, exhausted, hating men, hating life.
Yeah.
Lifestyle is not for me, honey.
Yeah.
Try.
I think you one of the people that your heart is so soft that if you tried to do that someone like you being hard-hearted would be bad for everyone.
Probably. Like I even like getting away from the whole part is like I been in a position where I'm like, if I like you said, like I know my crazy. So it's like, I've even dated someone that they treated me a certain way that's like, if I force myself to try to tolerate this for a significant amount of time,
Yeah.
I might end up on the news, respectfully. Like, just I was literally, I kid you not, I was kind of daydreaming hurting this person. Like, I was thinking in like I'm not going to call it, what do you call it? Daydreaming, like imagining myself, like really, really harming this person, like exposing body and everything. I have to let you go. I should not be having these thoughts in my mind, but due to the way that you're treating me, if I call myself trying to tolerate this any longer, who's to say this is not possible?
Yeah.
I don't think that every person that's in prison for the N word planned it. I think that there are a lot of people, both men and women, who put themselves in positions, calling themselves trying to tolerate being treated a certain way, you know, trying to stick it out and whatever, and next thing you know, they explode.
Yeah.
I don't want to be one of those people. So you know what I'm going to do, respectfully, because I want you to live and I want to live. I still don't really know you like that. We just going to let it go.
That while you were talking, I had a flashback of when you were a kid.
What?
Just having where you like snapped on your brother for like a second.
When I punched him in the nose.
I don't know what you did. I don't remember what you did, or I don't know if you scratched him or what you did, but
I
he
think I
said
punched
something.
him in the nose because he was about to
like,
snitch on me.
Yeah. Trin snapped, honey.
I remember. I was like, shut up! And I punched him square in the nose. Oh, my poor baby brother. But yeah, so when it comes to that, when it comes to the whole situation, to me, in my eyes, it's dangerous for everybody, like you said. To me, in my eyes, I just don't even want to even test that water.
Yeah.
Like I said, thought I could test it, but it's not for me.
Yeah. I'm more of, I think, and I think that's why for me being a 304 was easier, because I couldn't be in a relationship with someone that, especially, you know, these abusive, you be with these dudes long enough, they start, a lot of them be abusive. That's for me. That's where I cut the line. Like, I couldn't be in one of them because I would be in jail. I couldn't be like slapped around, and you know, I can't deal with that. So, and I saw it a lot. I saw it in a lot of my family members' lives, that they just tolerated stuff, and I just could not. I saw that as a kid. Like, they would be unalived and I would be in jail because I can't deal with that. Getting slapped around and cussed out, and not me. No. So for me, 304 was easier because at least I was able to disconnect. Like, I might be messing around with you, but I that's one thing I was able to do to some degree. After a while, it starts to eat away at you, but I was to some degree able to disconnect, and leave. The what's the word, like, disassociate those situations from my emotions to some degree, but that's still it still eats away at your dignity, your peace, because you still dabbling with the demonic. It's still demons that you are in hand with, you're in agreement with. That's the way I view it. You're in agreement with demons to ruin your life and others, because we human beings, we just puppets. Especially when you playing with the devil. So the demons in the spiritual realm clapping hands and having a ball around you, while in agreement with each other's demons to destroy both of you, and anyone else that comes in contact with you and whoever else you deal with, and it just becomes a cesspool of what?
You're my brother now.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It just becomes a cesspool of hate.
Yeah. So I'm like, especially as I'm, just learning, like, yeah, it's like I said, I used to kind of feel like, why, maybe I need to stop being so loving and kind and caring and all these things. But it's like, these are great traits to have. These are beautiful traits to have. Just what I need to learn to do is to choose wisely who I choose to gift these traits to.
For sure.
That's the part where I'm at. I've had people try to keep me from taking accountability where, I'm like, this is what I did wrong. And they're like, oh no, well, he did it. No. I want to heal.
Yeah.
I want to heal. And you're keeping me from healing.
Yeah.
You may have the best intentions, wanting to have my side, but I don't need a crutch.
Yeah.
I would like to grow and develop. I would like to not be the same person. I would like to not make the same decisions. So, yeah, I'm going to take accountability. These are my faults. This is what I chose to do. I would say the hardest part for me is forgiving myself. But once I get forgive myself just because I know what I'm capable of. I know, I know who I am. I know I can do so much better in my actions and decision making. So that's why it's harder for me to forgive myself. But once I get there, it's much easier for me to heal. Because I don't want to be someone that is, oh, well, I hate men and you can't do anything for men and all men are this, that, and the third. Like, I don't want to be that person. So I'd rather just say what I could have, would have, should have done better.
Yeah.
And work on that process of forgive myself and move on.
Yeah.
But
it's really, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
You think what?
But I was just going to say, and I think that when it comes to people who end up being, HO3'S and stuff, it's because they refuse to acknowledge. Because I think some people end up being HO3'S without even realizing it. Like you slept with 5 men in 1 year because maybe you did want relationships with them, maybe you didn't, but you refuse to recognize your faults. You refuse to recognize what you did wrong. So you're just out for revenge, not even realizing it's your fault, the decisions you're making, So that's what's wrong.
Yes. And it's really projection.
Yeah.
Where folks trying to keep you from taking accountability because they haven't done it for themselves. So looking at you take accountability kind of forces them to look inward. And I think a lot of people hate having to look inward. It's easier to blame other people because then it releases your responsibility. It's not my fault. Because then that would mean I would have to change, and I don't want to do that. So keep blaming other people, and that accountability thing is so powerful. It's so simple, but it's so powerful because it's really you. It's really you taking back control, but it's so many layers. My brain is going. It's so. The wheels are turning. So it's wanting to convince yourself you have control when you really don't have control, but then outwardly releasing control because you're giving the control to others. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, they did it. But in those moments, you convince yourself it's that like women want to sleep around, but then they get pregnant and then they want to unalive the baby. Oh, my body, my choice. Where was your body, your choice when it was time to make sure you didn't get pregnant? You know what I mean? So it's like it's selective control. I only want to have control when I want to have control, but when it comes time to take responsibility for when things go awry, I don't have control over that. Now I'm the victim. Oh, things didn't go well. Yeah.
This empowerment until it's time to like you said, take accountability. Now it's victim this and victim that, and women don't have power over this. It's like you said, what happened to women empowerment when you're sleeping around? I thought it was empowering to sleep around. The consequences, because those aren't. now you lost all your power. I don't. Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, you can't make sense of the demonic.
And it's like taking accountability to me is freeing, where I can say I have zero regret, I have zero anger, hostility towards whoever, and just really be at peace where I can sleep at night and genuinely be like, just hope and pray that whoever that person is, that they're alive and they're doing well and actually mean it.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's freeing. I would think is a lot harder to try to convince yourself to stay angry and upset.
Yeah.
To me, that sounds draining. That sounds trying to convince yourself to stay angry and upset at somebody instead of just saying, you know what, this is what I did wrong, this is what I could do better. You did what you were supposed to do when the devil brought you here to distract you. You did your part.
Yeah.
Do your part. I fell for it. That's my whatever. This is what I need to improve on. Cool.
Yeah. I think because it's easier to blame other people. It's hard to look at yourself and say, "Oh wow, I'm actually really immature."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to look at yourself and say, it's pride to not be able to look at yourself and tell the truth about yourself. A lot of people, I was looking at divorce court, and these two idiots, both of them, were like, the judge was asking them, what do you feel like, Judge Lynn Toller was asking them, what do you feel like is wrong with you? What do you feel like are your issues? And the woman's like, nothing's wrong with me. I'm perfect. Okay. And then the dude, the same thing. They're both like, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfect. That's why y'all having the problems y'all have. Y'all in divorce court. Because neither of them had any self-awareness. They're able to point out each other's flaws, but they cannot look at themselves and say, this is what I need to work on. This is where I'm kind of lacking. This is what I'm struggling with. And that's so crazy to me that people, I understand not putting yourself down, but the Bible says to tell the truth about yourself, to know the truth about yourself, to speak about yourself truthfully. And if you're good at something, you're good at something. Like I genuinely feel like I'm like one of the best groomers. I can say that confidently because I truly believe that. I may not be the best stylist as grooming, but as far as making sure the dog ain't traumatized, I got that. I'm the best energy for dogs. I'm not going to traumatize your dog. That, so it's important to know your strengths as well as your weaknesses. And a lot of people don't know either.
Yeah, or don't care to know.
They don't care to know.
Like you said, if you know your weakness, then dang, I gotta work on fixing it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But when I watch Kendra G, and she's always like, and she asks, what are your 3 flaws? And you got people that just cannot seem to come up with their 3 flaws. Like, you know good and darn well, you know your 3 flaws. Or you got the people that's like, I'm too nice. I'm too caring. Okay, honey. You lack boundaries, you're insecure, and you're desperate. That's what that means.
Right. Amen. Yeah. Do you feel like you got what you need to get off your chest?
Yeah, it feels great. It was on my mind for so long. I'm like, why can't I get this out of my mind? There's no point. I'm about to get angry. There's no point in being
Do you
get angry?
Do you feel like you're fighting yourself from going down that route?
No, I don't need to fight myself because I know that I'm not about that life.
Yeah.
I think I'm more so passionate because I know what it feels like for people to try to encourage me to be in that position, and then me calling myself trying to try and realizing y'all heifers lied to me. This is terrible. This is not the lifestyle that y'all made it seem like it was the most glamorous whatever. So I think that's more so. I think that my passion from that. And so, yeah, I think that's more so my passion on this because there's people I'm like, why is this a thing? Like, this is so dangerous. Like, as much as maybe people don't think I'm a girl's girl, but I think I'm more of a girl's girl or a woman's woman than most women.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it is a woman's woman to say, no, keep your legs closed.
Yeah.
For your safety, your mental, your physical, your spiritual, keep your leg. I think that's more so of a woman's woman than all these other little girls encouraging each other to just sleep around for really the men's pleasure, and then lying to women, making them think is that they're going to get something out of it, and they get absolutely nothing.
Yeah, some of these folks' grandmas encouraging them, which is so crazy.
Even got grandmas, because even the grandmas want BBLs now, so there's not very many big mamas. The big mamas is disappearing.
Yeah. And it's just a constant reminder of the direction the world is going, and just keep being you, being set apart for his use. Because if you ain't set apart for the Lord's use, the devil using you. And I think that's what a lot of people's doing, huh?
They say, choose ye this day.
Choose ye this day. Whom do you serve? It's a real question we got to ask ourselves, really, moment by moment. Yes, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, so it's not even really myself, because I recognize I'm not about that life. It's not for me. I more so have a passion for the women who don't understand it.
Yeah. Are you gonna start something speaking to that population? Since you feel it so passionately.
I have a second YouTube that's been waiting on me. I'm not sure. I want to more so. I do want to do it, but I want to, because I remember last time when I was trying to do it, I think I was more so doing it out of anger than compassion. When I was on TikTok and stuff, I was more so like angry and frustrated.
You was getting the views though.
I was. I think that if I were to do it, have a YouTube and then go back on TikTok and stuff like that, it would more so be out of genuine love and compassion. Like, I think that my wording I want to make sure that my wording even shows love. Like, you're going to offend people regardless. But I want to still do it in a way that is genuinely out of love and not, like I'm angry, or, I think it's also out of pride a little bit, like, oh, I'm a little better than some of y'all, so let me speak my truth, type of thing. So, yeah, I think it'd be more out of love and compassion if I do this time.
Yeah, for sure.
Stay tuned.
Yes, the Lord will lead you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll tell you what to do. Yes, I feel ya, sister. And I just hope and pray that we, as we go about this life, to work, hand in hand with the Lord to change the culture of dating. Because it's like I really don't even want to bring it back to the old days, because it was kind of done right in the old days, but a lot of stuff was hidden.
Right.
You know what I mean? It looked good on paper, but there was a lot of underlying stuff that was going on with grandma, grandpa, that just was not discussed. That was on the down low. We just have social media that everybody want to tell their business all over social media. Grandma, grandpa was not doing that. They was doing their sneaky links and stuff behind the scenes that would nobody know. You hear grandma.
It worked. Hey, it works. The kid still grew up with two parents.
He grew up with two parents, and so now grandma on social media telling it like, oh yeah, I had me a boyfriend, like grandma, but what about papa? Yeah, he was cool too. Like
That is how it is, Lord.
and folks are so foolish. Like, oh, you gotta go back to our grandma and grandpa time. You don't know what the devil grandma and grandpa was doing.
That's not pass.
Please.
If we do
I don't
go
wanna
back in
go.
time, I would like it to be when nobody was telling their business.
Right. When people just living life quietly, with some discretion. And but I think these conversations need to be had more. I think more stuff needs to be out on the open where folks have a safe space to share what's going on, share their struggles rather than hiding it like they ain't struggling. Because married or single, you're gonna have struggles. There's gonna be struggles. So I hope and pray to be able to start. I want to do something where I want to say for me, women. Hopefully, we have a men's something where we just don't have these superficial, perfect talks. Like, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's dig out the ugly stuff. Oh, you know what I keep thinking about? Women with these so upset about men watching porn. But if you're reading erotic books,
Oh yeah, I done heard about them.
what do people think that is? It's corn.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I've heard that there are women that like faithfully read
Right.
those books, and don't let it be a hood fairy tale. What you call it?
Yeah, I got to post about that. The Lord just reminded me. I got to talk about that too. I don't talk about that when I get a second. But yeah, I'm like we ridicule men for watching corn, but women are out here. Dad be like, when I used to watch the Wayans brothers, he like that's your corn. I'll take it. Cause Sean and Marlon was fine.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, there's so many facets of what pornography is, depending on your mindset.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, true.
yeah, I'm gonna talk about that in depth in one of my clips. I'm gonna get on that.
And you can just start tagging my other one.
Your other channel?
Yeah, collaborating. I'm trying. I'm still trying to cipher.
For this.
Yeah, for videos.
Okay, not your ASMR.
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna change the thumbnail of this one. Yeah, because I was like, yeah, I should have used Selena Powell. I couldn't remember her name to save my life. But yeah, 304s are not winning. They ain't winning. It's a facade. And a lot of these wives ain't winning either. Really. It ain't.
Do what the Lord tell you to do.
Just do what the Lord tell you to do. The obedient people is who winning. Those of us who is obeying the Lord, that's who's winning.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we'll catch us this Sunday. I forgot. It's Tuesday. We have wifey regarding this Sunday. If you're not busy, we'll see how Tia's feeling. And hopefully we catch y'all. Thanks for doing this. I hope you feel better getting this off your chest. And we'll have some good clips ready for Sunday, and maybe go more on this topic because it's a good topic. So
Perfecto.
Alrighty, baby. Well, I love you. I love you guys. Catch me next time, Sunday. 5 p.m. Mountain Standard, 7 p.m. Eastern. Wifey Regarding will be back at this. I love you guys.
I love you.